Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Titan Preparedness channel. It feels so good to be back behind the camera again. For y'all, it's been about 2 months since I put out a video. For me, it's been about 3 months since I've been able to sit down and record a video. So, first and foremost, welcome back. It feels great to be here, recording again. It feels great to be behind a camera again. It also feels great to be home. So, where have I been? What have I been doing? Future of the channel, what we have in store, X, Y, and Z. We're all going to answer it, hopefully, in this video. First and foremost, where have I been? Well, I haven't been here, and here's my home. I was actually down in Mississippi at a place called Camp Shelby, Mississippi, right near Hattiesburg. I left Easter Sunday very early in the morning. It's about an 8-hour drive. It's a 1-hour time difference. So, took an 8-hour drive, about 500 miles, went down to Hattiesburg, went down to Camp Shelby, and I've been down there from Easter Sunday to mid-June. Why was I down there? What was I doing? All great questions. I was down there doing my 68 whiskey MOST course for the U.S. Army, or for the National Guard, whichever you want to consider. So, I was down there doing Army Combat Medic training. Now, a long time ago, in a video I put out, I said, hey, I joined the National Guard, and, this is kind of what I'm prepping with and what I'm prepping for, and getting the knowledge from them as well as what I already have. And just through COVID and some other issues that we ran into, it took forever for me to go to my training course. So, finally, Easter Sunday, they sent me down to Hattiesburg, Mississippi, Camp Shelby, Mississippi, to do 64 days of U.S. Army Combat Medic training. Now, originally, I did take my camera down there. I said, hey, I know we've got Sundays off. I'll be able to film. I'll be able to record. No problem, right? The channel will hold up. I'll be able to produce content. Nope. Right. That course, while not physically demanding, was very mentally demanding. And yes, we had every Sunday off. But it was to the point where if I wasn't sleeping, I was studying. If I wasn't sleeping or studying, I was at least trying to go to the gym, at least at the beginning. It was just that mentally exhausting. And this is coming from someone who used to be prior EMS, right? I've worked EMS since I was 16, and it was still that much of a brain struggle. But anyway, I did take my camera down there. I was originally going to put out content. I recorded some in my room, and just the audio and the visual didn't sound good, and trying to focus on book world, real world, training world, and then trying to make videos, it just didn't work out. So I said, hey, the channel can suffer for a little bit, and it did. But now I've been home for about 2 weeks and getting back into the routine of things. So here we are. Welcome back. So what all did the course entail? So the first day was orientation. Hey, welcome to Camp Shelby. This is what you need to know. This is where you need to go. Awesome. Day 2 through 13. We started the EMT course. And you are a certified EMT Bravo once you leave the course. So for those of y'all who have ever taken an EMT Bravo course, mine was 6 months long. Right? I did it 2 days a week, 6 months long. Plenty of time to retain all the information. Right, you learn something, you have a couple days to study on it, and then you can move on from it. This course was not that way. They talk about drinking water from a fire hose, because it was just beat into you. Study, 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 because it was that much information. Right? Anyone that's ever taken the EMT course, compact it down to 13 days. Then after that, we started phases 2 and phases 3. Phase 2 was more, this is what a 68 whiskey does, right? This is what a combat medic can do. Yes, you're an EMT on civilian side, but because we're in the Army, we can go above and beyond what a civilian can do. And so it was more like the BAS, the Battalion Aid Station. So first aid, sick call type thing. And then we did kind of like a hospital setting, like a field hospital. Okay, this is kind of what the information you can do. Right, you've got the tables, you've got triage, you've got the expectant areas, you've got life flight or a bird on standby, right? And so you have to work in a hospital setting while in a field, hence field hospital. Phase 3 was what we call war days and preparing for war days. War days is field exercises, FTXs basically. There was one day that it was strictly convoy. You're in the back of a vehicle, you're moving, you're going down the road, oh no, something happens, you hop out, get your guys, hop back in the truck and keep on rolling. There's mount, military operations in an urban terrain, and there's dismount. So dismount is, you know, you're kind of going through like maybe a wooded area. So again, bad things happen, get your guy, get him out. Where mount is more town-like, city-like, right? You're moving through a city, you're moving through a town, so there's buildings that once you clear them, you can use them as cover. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. I learned a lot. Again, a lot of the EMT side was more of a refresher. There was a lot of stuff that I had forgotten over the years. You put me on a truck, I'll be fine, because book world and real world are two different things. And any paramedic, EMT, nurse can tell you that. Phases 2 and 3, some days I feel really confident and really comfortable and be like, yeah, I'm good to go. I feel awesome. And then there's days where, yeah, I got it shoved right back in my face. Because I knew what I was supposed to do and how I'm supposed to do it. And then mind to hand, I would go this direction. And especially when we're talking mount and dismount, because we had what's called a CCA, a Casualty Combat Assessment that we had to do. And it, like the rest of the National EMT test and books, right, you've got step by step. Start with A, then go to B, then go to C, then go to D, right? You've got to go in order. Well, in the mount dismount lanes and the convoy patrol, you don't go in that order because it's all about movement. So you can't wait to tie up an inguinal wound after you done moved because your guy's going to bleed out. It was an interesting course, to say the least. Mississippi is hot as balls, even in April. It's especially hot in June. And there's another course starting in July and August and September. No, I do not want to be down there in July, August, or September. So I'm glad I took it when I did. Mississippi is miserable. So if you live in Mississippi, sucks for you guys. Moving on from there, what have we been up to now that I'm home, now that I'm back, all that good stuff. So huge shout out, my wife has been doing her gardening thing, right? I put all the money into it, she put all the work into it. It's going good for the first year garden. Maybe not reaping what I put into it, but we're getting there, right? We're getting there, slowly but surely. So like I said, we had all of those planter boxes out front. All of them are doing okay for the most part. The potatoes are doing really well. The lettuce is doing really, really well. We've already gotten a big bowl of lettuce, big silver bowl of lettuce from it. I've been taking lettuce to work, salads to work every day. So yeah, that garden's going pretty well. We've extended the garden past the 9 planter boxes in the Vajiga garden bed. Now we've got land actually that we are planting on, part of my acreage that I've already had, but we're actually turning it into, you know, no longer grassy area. Again, it's a learning curve. We're getting there. We are going to try to do a fall harvest as well. So my wife's prepping all that stuff, and I'm learning from her, right? She's like, oh, well, this is this kind of fruit, and this is what it does. And I'm like, just tell me when it's ready to eat. Like, that's all I care about. You learn how to grow it, I will eat it, right? Future videos to look forward to. We do have a 24-hour solar cooking challenge using the GoSun ovens right here. This one, and then the other one. We are planning another bug out trip. We are planning another overnight camping trip whenever it gets colder. We'll probably do one then as well. Can't promise it'll be a 10-mile ruck. I do need to go through my bags, right? I put everything on hold for basically 2.5 months and said I'll get to it when I get to it. So redoing everything in my bag, redoing everything in my get home bag. Yeah, but again, welcome back. Thank you for being patient with this channel. We do have a 3,500 subscriber giveaway that we will do. It's already been made, created. I'm just waiting to release it. So as soon as we hit that 3,500, boom, it will shoot up and somebody will win some awesome prizes, to include a GoSun solar oven. We do have a lot of other review videos coming out that I'm working on now. Some from the Ecoflow Delta, some from other companies that some of y'all have never heard of, some major items that some of y'all have heard of. But one thing I will say is, before all this, right, there was a lot of times where I was losing focus on the channel, right? Baby mama drama type thing. Oh, well, somebody said something over here, so now I have to make a video kind of reclaiming or you know, arguing or whatever. I'm good. I'm done, right? 4 or 5 hours to sit down, make a video, run a response video, and it's just not worth it, right? But yeah, welcome back to the channel. We are looking forward to making a lot more content. Myself, David, Austin, Chris, his wife, whoever else we can get to join this channel. Maybe Kat and Andy as well. Yeah, it's going to be fun times. Yeah, it's good to be back. It is good to be back. Alright, that's all I got for today's video. Hope you guys have a great day. And again, welcome back.